Good morning. In order for you to master the topic on balancing chemical equations, let us have one more example. Here, methane combines with oxygen and produces carbon dioxide and water. What is our chemical equation for this? You have methane is CH4 and then oxygen is O2. And then the arrow means it will yield or produce. What will it produce? Carbon dioxide, which is CO2 plus water H2O. What are we going to do? We are going to determine the number of atoms in both the reactant as well as the product side. Here is the reactant and here is the product side. Remember, in our law of conservation of mass, atoms are neither created nor destroyed. So if you have carbon on the reactant side, you also have carbon on the product side. What are we going to do next? We're going to count the number of atoms in both the reactant as well as the product side. So we have here on the reactant side, you have carbon. How many carbons are there? There is only one. You have hydrogen, you have a subscript of 4, that is why you have hydrogen is 4. And then for oxygen, we have 2 because of the subscript 2. So carbon is 1, hydrogen is 4, and oxygen is 2. How about on our product side? Also, you have carbon is 1, hydrogen is you have 2, and then oxygen, you have 3. Why 3? Because you have 1 and 2 here, and then 1. So 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Now, let us determine or let us evaluate in the reactant as well as in the product side. Is it balanced? So carbon is balanced. Yes, this is checked. Hydrogen is not balanced and oxygen is also not balanced. Now, what are we going to do next? According to us, we're going to add coefficient, right? So again, here you balance the chemical equation. This is the original formula. CH4 plus O2 is equal to CO2 plus H2O. Now, those are the numbers of the atoms in the reactant as well as in the product side. How are we going to make hydrogen 4 on the product side? Of course, we are going to have or add a coefficient. What coefficient are we going to add? What are we going to multiply with 2 in order to make it 4? Yes, that is you have 2. So 2 times 2 is equal to 4. Let us write the coefficient 2 here. Now, we have 4 hydrogens on the reactant as well as on the product side. But notice that oxygen's number also changed because we are going to multiply the coefficient with the oxygen also here. So instead of only 3, you already have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So oxygen is now 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 on this product side, and then on the reactant side, there is only 2. So how are we going to balance that? What coefficient are we going to use on the reactant side for oxygen? Of course, we are going to multiply oxygen by 2 also. So we write the coefficient 2. So 2 times 2 is equal to 4. Now let us check. Is it already balanced? Are the number of elements balanced on the reactant as well as on the product side? So carbon is 1, hydrogen is 4, and then oxygen is 4. That is already balanced. So if you're going to make a seesaw, for example, the seesaw is already balanced. I hope you understood the topic. Thank you very much.